guys, so today I'm going to be making a video that is going to generalize an entire group of people, which is always something you should do on the internet. It is not going to have any people disagreeing with me or any people hating on me whatsoever. Let's just get into it. As you guys know, I am from Czech Republic. I used to live there when I was younger, and I moved here when I was also very young. But I still speak Czech, and I have family in Czech Republic, and I go back there all the time, and I spent most of my summers there growing up. So, you know, I have had my experience, and I lived on the eastern part of Czech Republic, so it might be totally different than the western part of Czech Republic, because like I know Prague people and those people over there, they're just like way different than the people on the other side. But I've made some observations over the years, and so today I'm going to tell you guys the truth about Czech people. It's some scary stuff. Brace yourselves, guys. All right, so the first thing about Czech people is that they are very hospitable. If you go into a Czech person's house, your ass is getting fed. Especially if it's someone's grandmother or mother. You walk inside that house, they're gonna bring you some cakes. They're gonna bring you these little delicious, amazing open-faced sandwiches with delicious meats and cheeses and pickles and peppers on them. Everything's amazing. I gain like 20 pounds every time I go to Czech Republic just because the amount of food that you are being offered is absolutely grotesque. And when you don't eat any of the food, it's kind of like an insult. So you have to eat the food. Another thing that I find to be true about Czech people is that they do not want your money, they don't want your gifts, they don't want your shit. If you're at a restaurant with a group of Czech people and you offer to pay for something, you will get shanked, stabbed, or beaten by the entire party. They're like, nope, absolutely not. You're not paying for that. Whereas in the United States, if you're with a group of people and you're like, hey, let me pay for this, everyone's like, hell yeah. Czech Republic, complete opposite. People have a lot of pride when it comes to their money. And speaking of pride, here is another true thing about Czech people. Most Czech people, because there are certain people that dress like absolute bums in Czech Republic, or like they haven't left the 90s yet. Most people I have found in Czech Republic really like to dress up, and they do not leave the house in sweatpants and a hoodie like we do in the United States. And I have done that a couple times in Czech Republic, and I've gotten some dirty looks from people, and I've had my aunt or my uncle cast me aside and say, Stephanie, you can't go out looking like that. And I'm just like, well, why can't I go out in my Victoria's Secret sweatpants and this white t-shirt? And they're like, that's just not how it works here. And I have a lot of friends in Czech Republic who may not even have a lot of money, but they still always make sure to look super presentable, like they're going to run into the Pope every time they go out. Another thing I've learned about Czech people is that they will outdrink you, so don't even try. You will die or end up in a ditch or the gutter or drowned in a river if you try to outdrink a Czech person. They'll tell you that, oh, this becherovka, this slivovice, oh, it's absolutely nothing. You'll be fine. It goes down easy. No, it doesn't. They're lying to you. Go home, American. You can't handle this shit. And their beer is stronger too. I don't know what's in it. The percentage of alcohol is the same, but every time I have like one beer, I'm wasted. I have one beer in the United States and I'm ready to have like 5 more. So I really don't understand what they're doing over there. Another thing I've noticed is people are a lot slimmer. Like, I'm sorry America. A lot of us here in America just aren't as physically fit as people in Czech Republic. I think that might also be because people in Czech Republic eat healthier, less fast food places, but I have noticed that over the years, like over the past 10 years, there has definitely been a huge explosion of the amount of fast food places, and there's a lot of them in major cities. They have KFC and they have McDonald's. I guess now they're kind of catching up to the unhealthy lifestyle of Americans, but for the most part, I have noticed that people eat out a lot less. They eat home a lot more, and while there is a lot of really delicious and amazing food in Czech Republic that is probably really, really bad for you, people just generally eat healthier there. Another thing I've noticed about Czech people is their relationships work a little bit differently. People tend to settle down at a much younger age in Czech Republic. Like, I went back this past April and I noticed that every single one of my friends was either engaged, married or in a long-term relationship. And I feel like it's almost the opposite here in the United States. Like all of my friends are single and struggling, and I feel like there's less of a Tinder hookup culture in Czech Republic. But then another thing I've also noticed is that people in Czech Republic, even if they're in a bad relationship, they tend to stay in that bad relationship, especially if they live in a really small town. Like I'm from a really small town, so people kind of just like stay confined in their relationships, even if the relationship is dead or like absolutely dysfunctional. If you live in a little town, like who the fuck else is there to date? You know what I mean? And I've also noticed that infidelity is definitely like a problem in Czech Republic, but it's a problem here too, but it's more so a problem in Czech Republic in my opinion. And the last true thing about Czech people is they are so sexy. Like I think I'm pretty cute, but when I go to Czech Republic, my self-esteem is completely ruined and out the window because you see these absolutely gorgeous, stunning, tall, supermodel type of girls, and that is probably the reason why a lot of supermodels are from Czech Republic, and also why there's a lot of porn stars from Czech Republic, because they're just so damn sexy. And I'm half Czech, so I guess that's the half of me that's kind of cute. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. These are just observations and some generalizations. I know this is not true for every single Czech person, but let me know what you think in the comments section below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, click on the pizza to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!